Hello.
Jack, thank you so much for your time. And that was a great show. Loved
Thank
it.
you.
The audience loved it. Properly funny, properly joyous, what everyone needs this time of year.
Yeah.
But what can you tell me about your role this year and how you fit into Snow White?
Yes, so I've got a really fun role this year. I'm playing Nanny Nora. So I look after Snow White, but I also have some psychic abilities, very silly. So me and Jared as models have a lot of, the usual crazy stuff to get in there. We're story-driven characters, but we get involved in all the mania as well, which is great fun.
How's that when you get to have that pairing and you come back and you're so comfortable, especially in the comedic roles that you pair are?
Yeah, I love it so much. Like me and Jared are really close. We get on like a house on fire. So to be back together with somebody, in those comedy roles, it's like working with your mate, and it's just like bouncing off each other, coming up with new ideas. We threw loads of stuff at it this year that we wanted to do together. We've got the same dressing room, like we're like true partners in crime. So it's just lovely to come back and just have a laugh with your friend. It's great.
Does that make it easy for you when you are coming into the process? Like you can have that conversation months before that you're not kind of coming in.
Yeah, I think so. Like it just is that sort of like safety blanket really. If you know that you've got your friend there to fall back on, and we understand each other's styles a bit better now. Having worked together last year and this year, so. And I found him amazing to work with because he comes from such a obviously comedy background that I'm always asking him for advice or ideas. So it's just great to be with.
And obviously your second year now.
Yeah.
You obviously more confident. Obviously it's this year. I mean, you were great last year, but you wouldn't know it was first last year.
Oh,
How
that's
do you
it.
feel like this year?
Yeah, I feel like this year last year I was so grateful to do it for the first time, but I think I was probably a bit more nervous. And then this year I feel like I've relaxed into it a lot more. And just having a great time. I think it's just pure embracing of the fact that Panto is just a great time for family and fun, and that's what it's about. So I'm just having a barrel of laughs, really. Yeah.
Obviously, you do kind of family shows away from doing this like horrible histories.
Yeah.
Doing it again.
Yeah.
But how do you mentally get into the world of Panto, the schedule, the role, the kind of costumes?
Yeah.
How do you kind of find yourself in the weeks leading up to the run?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty full on. It's very different to a lot of other styles of theatre. You're constantly psyching yourself up mentally, physically, getting your energy levels ready, and also keeping healthy. It's so important because Panto is such a marathon. Just getting those energy levels up and making sure that you stay as animated and as energized as you can, really. Yeah.
How's that 5 minutes or so before you do come out? Do you listen to the audience? Are you kind of getting the gauge on what's going on out there? Or are you kind of just taking it blind?
Yeah, I think we have the intercoms in our dressing room, so you can hear the audience as they're coming in and how they react to the announcements and the opening song. So I think it's important for especially me and Jared to sort of gauge what sort of crowd we've got in that day. And also you feed off that energy as well as a performer, so it gets you pumped up and gets your blood going and gets your adrenaline pumping for the show. So I think it's quite important to gauge into that.
Have some more fun questions, hopefully.
Let's do it.
If you were going to bring an item along for the 12 days of Christmas, what item would you provide?
I think I'd provide...
Incredible you are, honestly.
Thanks, mate.
What a pleasure to watch you.
Bless you, mate.
Honestly,
Appreciate that.
It's unreal. I mean, I speak to Eddie, she talks to you about you, and I think, and I haven't had a chat.
Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it.
Last year were great. This year as just as good.
Oh, that's very kind.
This is where you need to be. Cause you get
I get the passive
someone
people.
comes out and praise it.
I did pay him a tenner to say that, actually. Get that on camera. What would I bring for 12 Days of Christmas? I would bring... I think I'd bring 12 Leicester City season tickets to give out to the people of Leicester. Because the prices have gone up and people need them. I want a new one, so I just throw them out and, get people excited for it.
If you were going to be a dwarf, what would your dwarf name be?
I would be Naughty, I think. Because, you've got to have that naughtiness in Panto. And I think I bring it sometimes. You've got to have a bit of that cheeky naughtiness, especially for the adults. Yeah. I think that's what I'd be.
Yeah, you need that kind of creative freedom.
Yes,
Best bit. I suppose that's the good thing about being the Dame. Where
you get away with so much. Yeah. You get away with so much more that you couldn't do as any other character or in everyday life. That's why I love it so much.
If you were going to be poisoned by a food, what would you want that food to be?
Donuts. It'd have to be. Krispy Kreme probably, and I'd wear the donut outfit that I wear in the show for that moment.
You should pop down football with that on.
Yeah.
Just get on. Half time show.
Yeah.
This is probably a bit more, because you're obviously Leicester based. But what's your favourite thing about Leicester?
What's my favourite? I think it's got to be the diversity that Leicester has. I spent a lot of time in London, and I think what I love about coming back to Leicester is you still get all that diversity and multiculturalism, and it's such a great thing to celebrate about our city. You know, go down one street, have a curry, go down another street, you know, have a European beer or something. It's just great, and I think that's something that we have to celebrate as a community. Really important.
Yes. Can you describe this pantomime in 3 words?
Oh, 3 words. I'd say spontaneous, naughty, apples.
When does the pantomime run until?
We run until the 5th of Jan.
Smashed it.
I want extra points for that.
Good.
Don't remember it.
Right.